Hello people, and as you know, gyms are now shut all around the UK, probably the world, and now I think for the most of the majority is actually getting serious and actually realising that the world is coming to an end. Yes, the apocalypse is now on. So while people are going hunting for bog roll, I'm planning to get myself a crossbow and do some Walking Dead on some zombies if it gets to that stage. But do not despair, because we have got thousands of people now doing home workouts. Yes, because that's going to help so much when you go from the gym where you're lifting heavy weights, doing dumbbell exercises, bench exercises with weight as heavy as your own body or more, in different exercises and different movements, to a push-up. Yes, because now you can actually get programs on home workouts. I can't believe people now are actually producing home workouts, and it's absolutely shocking how people will try and get money out of some people because they're so gullible to stay fit, thinking a home workout will do you any good, and it will not, right? Yes, it will in certain ways, but if you're thinking of gaining any muscle from doing home workouts, you are absolutely stupid, right? There is no way you will build muscle from just doing body workouts, from doing push-ups, basic body weighted exercises. You need at least a bit of a weight on your back to build them legs up. You need some weight on a bar to build that chest, or dumbbells. You need some weight that is challenging to you. If you cannot get that weight, you are just basically doing low weights, and your muscles will not be even working. Yes, you will be just doing basically a cardio session. And I'm going to be doing some home workouts, yes, to not build muscle but to maintain muscle, because at this stage, if you think you're going to gain any muscle and you haven't got a home gym like certain people, you will not build no more muscle. So forget about thinking you're going to build muscle from doing basic body exercises, because you will not. The only one exercise I would probably think that could actually build you some muscle is actually doing some sort of like chin-ups, because obviously you are lifting your own body up into a position which is quite hard for the majority of people to do a chin-up. Body weighted squat or a push-up, they're not really going to build you muscle, because if they did, everybody would be doing home workouts and gyms wouldn't even exist, weights wouldn't even exist. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to actually be doing some home workouts to maintain muscle mass, right? It's not going to be loads of reps, fast tempo. It's going to be slow, challenging reps, each and every single one, to make it hard. First of all, I'm going to buy some actual gear to show you how to make it more challenging, to make it have a bit more weight, with stuff like resistance bands and dumbbells. But I haven't ordered them yet, and I'm waiting for them to come. But in the next few videos, I'm going to be just doing body weighted exercises which are challenging, right? Remember, this is not going to build you muscle. It might get you a little bit toner, you know, it might get you a pump, but that's all, right? We need to maintain our muscles while we are stuck at home, right? If we do not do any sort of exercise, we will just lose our muscle mass, right? We will just lose everything we have built over the months and years, and we will start slowly to lose muscle mass. but it will take quite a while to lose all your muscle mass. So don't worry, if we're in quarantine for 12 weeks and then it disappears, you can do no exercises and you'll still have all your muscle mass. Yes, it'll be hard to get back into the gym, but what I'm trying to say is I'm going to be doing workouts that will maintain that muscle mass, so when we do be able to go back into that gym, we won't be like, bloody hell, that was hard the first session. It shouldn't be as hard because you've been actively doing workouts on your chest, on your arms, on your legs, to work their muscles as hard as possibly can. And you can do that without any weights, right? But in a different way, where you have no rest periods, where you have killer sets and reps, where it makes you feel like you have got a lot of weight on you, but you haven't got no weight other than your body weight. So what I'm going to be talking to you about today, though, is how to keep fit, right? Out of everything other than, you know, keeping your muscle mass and everything, keeping fit is the main ingredients to actually keeping your shape, what you've got. We don't want to get fat. We don't want to get like start losing like all the hard progress we have, and especially me, because obviously I would be 8 weeks now. Well, it would be 7 weeks tomorrow until Bodypower, where I was competing. Even me, over the last 2 days, I have sort of like enjoyed myself because I have got nothing to compete for, because I was a bit, not depressed, but I was a bit down that the whole thing has came to an end, and sometimes you just need a little treat to just make yourself feel better. But it doesn't matter because I am not competing anymore, but I am still gonna do my cut unless something drastic comes, and that might happen in the next week where I physically will need to eat a lot. And that is one thing I'm going to be talking about as well today. At the moment, you can see I am in the woods. Yeah, I am walking around and I am doing my steps still. I'm still doing my 10,000 steps or more a day. What I suggest you do is, if you're not going to the gym, obviously you would be burning calories off at the gym as well. So bump up your steps. If you're doing 10,000 steps anyway, bump them up 15, 20,000, because you're not burning enough off, right? If you want to keep your physique and keep trim and you want to keep that, do your steps and put some more steps on, or do some sort of cardio. You're not going to the gym, obviously, depending on how hard you work out at the gym, you burn off calories that way. If you are absolutely isolated, like I know a lot of people are, you're not at work either, so you probably burn off more calories than you actually think. You're probably doing around 20,000 if you're putting 10,000 steps in. So make sure you hit your steps, right? At least 15,000, I would say, right? Also, it's good for you. There's nothing else to do now, right? Don't just sit around. A good hour walk is not going to damage your gains. It's not going to do anything wrong, right? If you are thinking and you're in the same sort of predicament as me, where you was in competing in a show, right, and you're like halfway there, or you're like 4 weeks out or whatever you was, and you're thinking, well, should I really carry on or should I not, because I want to see what I look like? It's very important. You need to sort of realize what you could be at risk as. Me, myself, yes, I'm going to carry on if I don't work as much. That's the reason. I work in a shop and I am working 40 hours a week, so I'm doubling my actual work rate, so I'm having less time to do stuff. I'm burning off a lot of cardio. I'm burning off a lot more than I usually do. Plus, I've just applied for a job at Morrison's to do nights as well, to try and help people to get food out. Obviously it's going to get more money for me because I don't know how long it's going to be until we get shut down. And me personally, working at a normal shop, minimum wage on a contract of 20 hours, even with their new plan of giving you 80% of your wage, I'm still only going to take back about $450 out of that a month, and still that is not very much, seeing I've got bills to pay for and pay for a little boy, maintenance, so on and so on and so on. So if I get that job as well, should know by the end of the weekend because I'm desperate, I'll be doing basically 16 hours a day, 5 days a week, a hell of a lot of steps. So I will then completely cut my prep out. I will be basically hiring my calories up to a maintenance level, because I know I will be doing so many steps to burn off a lot of calories anyway. But if you do want to keep on shredding, and just to see, like, if you're the first timer, and I'm talking about first timers more than people who have competed a lot of times, because you actually know where you are, what you looked like when you went on stage. First timers like I am, I would stop personally, because you don't know what you want to look like anyway, right? With people who also bodybuilders who have been on stage loads of times, stop as well, right? Because you know how hard it is, you know how hungry you get. And also I have noticed when I've been the last couple of weeks, stuff happens, right? The body, and it's a known fact, the less you eat, the weaker you are, right? We all know that. We feel it in the gym. Our bodies start getting weaker. We can't perform as good in the gym. You know, everything we do, we get more tired. And do you really want to be in that situation for no reason, and risk basically getting ill? Because if you get ill, then you become a high risk of obviously the virus, and it's not worth it. So that's why I'm gonna keep I want to carry on, but I'm really thinking about I probably won't. And that's why I'm not gonna carry on cutting, because what is the point, right? I've been thinking long and hard about it. I haven't got, and there's only one plus point over so many negative points. Well, but a plus point is, yes, I'm gonna see what I look like, but then it's just for myself. All the bad points, I'm gonna get weaker. I could get ill easier, right? That is 1 point. I'm not gonna look actually as good as I would do if I was still at the gym, because I haven't got the weights to actually work out on. So my muscle mass and cutting is gonna go down. I haven't got that lifting heavy weights and doing hard sets to keep that muscle mass going, right? You know, and that protein's not gonna do wonders for you. So don't think about, oh, I'll just eat loads of protein because it'll keep my muscle mass. No, it won't. So that's another bad point. And also food, you know what I mean? It's a very strict diet, you know, and at the moment things are hard to get, you know. Getting chicken, just the basics. Eggs are like, I don't know what's happened with eggs. Eggs are just like hard to get. I don't know if chickens have all disappeared from the face of earth, because we should have loads of eggs still, but it's like that. We are struggling with food. Obviously they say there's plenty of food, but is there? They're not going to say, oh, we ain't got much food, you know, because it's going to make everybody panic. So I work at a shop, and we was supposed to get 20 pallets one night, and we got 3. So I don't think we have got as much food as possible. I think we will maybe by another week or so, because they've actually sorted things out. I don't know. I'm gonna finish this video now because that is my first video, and basically it is to get your steps in. Yeah, go out. Spring is about, right? This coronavirus cannot affect you from the outside unless somebody coughs on you when you're walking past them, right? Since this virus has been around, I've actually noticed the weather is getting better and better, right? It's time. It is time to start socializing more. It is time to start getting out, walking the dog if you got one, walk the cat if you've got a cat, walk the rat if you got the rat, and just enjoy life, right? 50 years ago, if this happened, this wouldn't even be a crisis, because they've had bigger problems than this, you know what I mean? In 1918, they had the Spanish flu that killed over 33 million people. Yes, maybe because they didn't have communication as much and all the good vaccines, but we've got loads of good vaccines now, and none of them are working. Anyway, I'm going to cut it now before I start going into politics and stuff like that. But I will be doing some home workouts. Yes, I might as well follow the trend. But I'm going to make sure they're proper home workouts and they actually do something for your body, not just some stupid little body workout where it's just jumping around and burning off a few calories. These are body workouts to maintain muscle. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you next time with a chest workout.